JoJo.
Lunatic.
Shut up, you jerk!
Morning, Miss Killian.
What are you going there?
Beg pardon?
Bill is in there.
Yes, it's his dressing room. Oh, hey, I like that sport coat, boss.
Do you?
Yeah.
Throw it away. Wendy.
Hi.
Amy.
Hi again. Bill, would this be a good time to talk about nuclear war? If it's not, I could come back.
No. Come on in, baby. Anytime's good to talk about nuclear war.
Great. I was just afraid you were upset about you and JoJo.
No problem there. I have plans for patching that one up.
Good to hear it. Bill, I have something here.
Plan A is time. I've got to give her time to get over being mad.
Bill, this is a presentation for what I feel will be our finest hour. Buffalo Bill's great nuclear freeze debate.
It's been 19 hours. Maybe it's time to move on to Plan B. If anything, she's getting madder.
But it sounds to me like you have it under control. And controls are exactly
Woodshed. In my car. On the dashboard. A little brochure on that discount flower place.
You pick 'em?
Yeah.
Will do.
Yeah. Now, what's so interesting about nuclear freeze, honey?
It's a way to alert the public.
Cream, okay?
It's a way to alert the public to one of the most crucial issues of our time.
Crucial, touchy issue, baby. We don't do that on television, honey. Don't you understand? That's the way to ruin your career, your life, maybe even your chances for getting married.
You touch touchy topics on TV, and your life hasn't been wrecked.
Really? Baby, didn't you ever ask yourself the question, what is Bill Bittinger doing stuck in a little city like Buffalo?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's because the networks don't want to hire people with integrity. You can't name one of the network big boys that sticks his neck out the way I do. I'm talking about every day of the week.
My father did.
Baby, look, no offense, but your father was a lesser light. I'm talking about the Rathers, the Brinkleys, the Cronkites. No controversy in that bunch. Even Mike Wallace, he's more likely to be out there interviewing some quadriplegic or a stolen kid. He doesn't face the crucial issues of the time.
My father took some strong stands, and he was on 60 Minutes.
There you go. Now he's dead. Honey, look, trust me, nuclear war is not entertaining. It does not belong on TV.
No, what about the day after?
Any day.
Boss, this white's coming down the hall.
Time for Plan B. Logic and persuasion. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. The next is Plan C, small appliances.
You're being thick-headed, JoJo.
Really? I think I'm being very generous. I haven't shot you yet.
Oh, boy. I would hate to imagine what life would be like with you if you were really involved.
We are really involved.
No, I mean really.
Married?
That would be even worse.
Just exactly what kind of relationship do you think we have?
Stormy, for one thing.
But not a real one.
What, do you want me to define it?
Yes, please,
All right,
define it.
I'll define it for you.
I wish you would.
You and I are involved in numerous ways. Sex-related, work-related.
Not exactly a Hallmark card.
And if in our wanderings, either one of us should choose to be sex-related or work-related with another person, then all's fair that ends well. Or whatever that thing is.
That defines our relationship?
I think pretty much, yes.
That's nothing.
That is more than I've ever had with any other woman, including my wife. It's freedom from possessiveness, and it's the greatest gift I can give.
Oh.
And the fact that you're not thrilled tonight will hurt my feelings, JoJo.
I'm supposed to be thrilled about what you tried last night?
Tried, but did not accomplish. There's a wide difference there.
But nevertheless tried.
How do I have to keep reminding you that I did not know she was your sister? She was just a girl sitting at the bar having a drink.
And you didn't even suspect? I mean, we do look alike. We're only a year apart.
Then you should be flattered that I was so attracted to her.
And she told you her name was Stephanie White.
Oh,
Doesn't that last name ring a bell?
You gotta be kidding. Lord, woman, do you know how many people have that last name in America?
Not in America, Bill. In Buffalo. And more to the point, in Fonz, where you're about to have dinner with my sister and
So
me.
sue me for being early.
And she told you who she was visiting in Buffalo, didn't she?
She just said, I'm visiting my sister. No names were mentioned. Gosh, it's turning into a cross-examination.
Well, I'll tell you something. This cross-examination is over, and so is this awful mess that I have from time to time labeled a relationship.
You're blowing this thing out of all proportion.
Well, isn't that my prerogative as a meaningless local girl?
Oh, there's nothing that I said to your sister private? JoJo, whatever I told her, it was only to get her to make love to me. Nothing more than that, I swear it.
And that's supposed to delight me?
You go out with other people. Why can't I be free, too?
Not with my sister.
Listen, you are not listening to me. As soon as I realized you was your sister, I dropped her like a hot potato.
My sister's not a hot potato, and neither am I. So if you want to eat a hot potato, you better frequent another restaurant.
Now you're blaming Fawn?
How's it going, boss?
What do you think of women now? What do you think of women now?
I hate them?
Right.
I hate them. Sorry things aren't going your way.
I'll win. I've got to win. I'm right. I'm just so short on money this week.
Check out inexpensive gifts.
No. That's plan D. Flowers. We forgot the flowers.
You pick them.
That's it.
You pick them.
Mentholated.
Mr. Shub, I don't think one show is going to make them take the station off the air.
Wendy, it's no.
It's not really preaching. We're just giving them information. So they
Wendy,
can...
no.
Mind if I, Wendy, you wouldn't happen to be willing to loan me one of your eyelining pencils just for the day, would you? Huh? Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, I just got yelled at.
By Bill?
No, by Mr. Shub.
Well, I can imagine what that would sound like. Can you imitate it? What's the country dumps about?
He won't let us do a show alerting the public to the dangers of nuclear proliferation.
Well, perhaps he'll hear in some other fashion.
Maybe by then it'll be too late.
Wendy, anything that's worth having is worth going after. So don't sit around here crying and yammering. Do something.
What should I do?
Don't ask me. Use your imagination. Cut some corners. Exercise some clout, you know.
I don't know any cloud.
Oh, yes, you do. It's just that it's underdeveloped, that's all.
Well, what do I have that's developed?
You really want to be answering me that question? No? Why don't you use tactics?
Tactics? I like the sound of that. I could use tactics.
Now you're talking?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
First, I'm going to have some lunch.
Okay.
You're gonna get that girl in trouble.
Let me tell you something. I'd like to get that girl in trouble.
You're disgusting, man.
Well, what's the matter? She's not as mature as the woman you got the hots for,
Come on, man.
Look, look who's coming. Here she comes.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Newdell.
Oh, fine. How you doing? Just fine.
Come on, leave me alone.
Oh, Jojo, hi. Can I talk to you?
I'd like to be alone right now, if that's okay.
Sure, that's fine, but just one thing, okay?
Not right now.
It's about Bill.
What is it?
Well, see, I've expanded the idea of the Nuclear Freeze Show to where 1 full hour would be entirely devoted to the Nuclear Freeze Initiative. Really explore it in depth.
I thought this was supposed to be about Bill.
It is. Bill doesn't want to do the show. He thinks it's bad for his career.
What career?
That's very funny in a way.
It's not a good idea. And besides that, Bill can't handle anything with that kind of depth.
Okay, 1 for Bill.
1 for Bill?
Yeah, Bill told me I always go along with everything he says. Guess he was right.
You wouldn't be trying to manipulate me, would you? Caught you.
Sorry, Jojo.
Nice try.
Thanks.
Honey, work the room.
Don't let him tell you what to do.
Look, I'm not playing games with her, Tony. I want her to get what she wants. Now, look. There's Bill. Now, use your wiles.
Wiles?
Yeah.
Wiles. Okay.
How about one of those portable toaster ovens?
Portable toaster ovens? There's no such thing.
How about a blender? I know she doesn't have a blender.
Hi, Bill.
Hey,
Let's see. The cheapest blender is $27.99.
holy gazongas.
Maybe the flowers will do the trick.
It's our only chance. $27.99. I don't even want you to tell me how much a good one costs.
So, Bill, I guess you're right about that Nuclear Freeze Show idea being bad. Mr. Shub was against it, too.
No, I told you, nobody around here is going to be for that. Let's go with the flowers, okay? 2 dozen.
Okay.
Dozen and a half, okay?
Except Jojo.
Jojo?
Yeah, she said that any man who has love in his heart would support a nuclear freeze debate.
Love in his heart? Yeah, 2 dozen, huh? Okay. Make it 21. She'll never count them.
Well, what if you skip the flowers and go for one big fruit basket? $15.50.
This is unbelievable. One mistake and I paid through the nose.
I'll tell you something funny. JoJo says you could really respect a man who supported a nuclear freeze.
Put me down.
That's wonderful, Bill.
Costs nothing.
Couldn't hurt.
Bill, on behalf of JoJo and humanity, I thank you.
Case closed.
One quick question, Mr.
I
Short.
hope it's not about nuclear war.
I think Bill is prepared to fight you on it.
Bill wants to do the debate?
Loves the idea. As a matter of fact, I think it was his idea in the first place.
I can hardly believe that.
But if you say we can't do it,
Bill loves the idea?
cannot live without it. He begged me not to abandon the idea. But don't you worry, because I'm going to break your decision to him gently. Did you want to say something?
This nuclear freeze, it'll just be a 1 hour show, right?
That's it, 1 hour.
Let's do it.
All right.
Now, Wendy, we've covered all the topics, eh? Haven't we? Toxic wastes, world hunger, disappearing elk. No more depressing subjects, all right?
Okay, promise.
Look what my job is hanging on the promise of a 22-year-old.
The show's on.
Atta girl. Now, what about that island I asked you about?
Hello, everyone. We're back with the Great Nuclear Freeze Debate. And I'm your host, Wendy. Professor, you were saying? The nuclear freeze is an idea whose time has come. You see, the satellite technology is currently available.
Satellites, Professor. We got an enemy that's out to destroy us. Let's get them first.
Yeah, man. Kill, kill, kill. I love it.
Now, hold on there, sister. You're twisting my words around, and I'm not going to shut up.
I'm an invited guest, too.
When I say kill,
hold it,
if I may.
please, my friends. How can we ever hope to have peace on this planet if we can't even have a conversation among ourselves?
And another thing. What'd you just say?
Well, in a nutshell, I said that we have to all learn to respect and love one another. Well, I, for one, completely agree with that.
You think I don't? Hey, wait a minute. Maybe I've been thinking about this all wrong.
I think we can all learn to live together.
Agreed.
That's what I like to hear. Hey, Wendy, thank you, really. Thank you for reminding us about our common humanity. My complete pleasure.
Maybe there is hope for civilization. Maybe we can put an end to war.
I never thought I'd hear you say that. Hey, look, if we could stop hating, maybe the Russians can, too.
I think we're all starting to see the light. Thanks to Wendy.
Oh, I just got you all together. I didn't do anything much. My dear child, you just may have brought peace to this troubled earth. I hope so. Nothing. I was just thinking about the nuclear freeze show. Jojo, it's only 2 days away.
So excited I can hardly breathe.
That girl's trying to save the world like nobody's business.
So, be good to each other and be good to Buffalo. Ciao.
Good show. Thanks, everybody.
You gonna let Bill stew?
I'm gonna let him do whatever he feels like doing.
Well, right now, it looks like what he feels like doing is waiting for you.
Oh, damn.
Why don't you just go out the back way?
I've got nothing to be ashamed of.
Jojo, any woman who goes out with Bill has reason to be ashamed.
All right. I already have 2 pro-freeze guests lined up, and I'm going to try for some military honcho to take the other side.
Great, Wendy.
He's coming up.
Jojo, this is what back doors are made for.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Hello, can I speak to General Curtis I. Wheeler, please? Thank you.
Jojo,
Excuse me?
it's been too long, baby.
Oh, we've got nothing to say to each other.
Not long enough, huh?
Coming with you, Tony.
I was hoping you liked the flowers.
Yes, I did, all 16 of them.
Did you get the umbrella?
Yes, and I thanked Woody.
Where's my thanks for agreeing to do the nuclear freeze show for you?
What are you talking about? I didn't want to do that show.
Oh, really? A love in his heart? Does that ring a bell?
Not when I'm looking at you.
Wait a minute. Surely you don't think it was my idea to do a show on nuclear freeze?
Well, it certainly wasn't my idea. Just like it wasn't my idea for you to call my sister last night.
I was calling looking for you.
Then why'd you ask her to go bowling with you?
You weren't there. She was alone in the house. What am I supposed to do? Hang up on her face?
Oh, Bill, please.
I know you're in the middle of something, but could I talk to you both in my office for a minute?
Newdell, I have all my nuclear guests lined up for Friday. I owe it all to you.
Oh, it was teamwork, Wendy. 50-50.
Miss Kenyon. Excuse me, but you're wanted in Mr. Shub's office.
Yeah? All right. Maybe he wants to devote a whole week to the nuclear freeze.
Yeah. Hey, Woody.
Yeah?
Who's in Mr. Shub's office?
Mr. Shub, Mr. Bittinger, Miss White.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that.
Freeze. 1, 2, freeze. Doing the nuclear freeze. Hey, 1, 2.
Wendy, you lied to us.
I'm so sorry. I never would have done that for anything less than the survival of the planet. Even if it was for survival of half the planet, I swear I would not have done it.
Bill has come up with a list of punishments, Wendy, but we've outvoted him on most of them.
One of them involved your nudity.
I just want to get the show on the air and alert the public. You are going to let me do that, aren't you?
I'm afraid we can't, Wendy. For one thing, Hayden Stone's office called and said not to. And for another thing, they just called again and said not to.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Call the guests and tell them we're not going to do it?
Yes.
Oh, I want to tell you, I think this is very unfair to the people of the world.
If it's any consolation, Wendy, our signal doesn't reach much past Rochester, so you're actually being unfair to 200,000-300,000 people at the most.
What about my freedom of speech? It's being violated here, you know. I'm prepared to take WBFL into court. I mean it.
Oh, Wendy, give it up. It's over.
No, I'm not going to back down. I'm tired of wasting my precious time filling the precious air with interviews of poodle inspectors and aerobic instructors and writing stupid questions for his stupid guests.
The poodle inspector was Karl's idea. I hated it from the start.
Wendy, you're going to get yourself fired.
Hey, if I can't do the nuclear free show, I don't want to work here.
Can't listen anymore. I've got a blender to return.
Excuse me, folks, but I do have a solution to this predicament if you care to hear it.
At this point, we'll listen to anything.
Well, it's plain to me what's needed here is a way to make her happy without going behind her back, without making him mad, without putting him on the spot.
Hello, I'm Karl Shub, General Manager of Station WBFL. The following is an editorial and does not necessarily represent the views of this station. And now, Miss Wendy Killian.
Thank you, Mr. Shub. You know, warfare has been with us a long, long time, and I, for one, have never been particularly crazy about it. And right now, I would like to offer a warning about the growing dangers of stockpiling nuclear weaponry by the superpowers of the world. There are generations upon generations yet unborn who may never get a chance to hear the Stray Cats sing or to attend a midnight showing of the Rocky Horror Picture Show or any other of those silly things that I did when I was a kid, and perhaps you did too. And so if not for me, at least then for those kids, I urge all of you to support a nuclear freeze. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Miss Killian. Responsible replies to this editorial are, of course, welcome, but not necessary.
Whoa.